In the top stories, government ministers share vision for education transformation during Independence Cabinet school visits. FAO urges urgent action to address growing food crisis in Haiti. And China raises retirement age for first time since 1950s. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Friday, September 13th, 2024. I'm Scotty Sia Hendrickson. Nationally, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis is actively sharing its vision to modernize the nation's education system during the annual Independence Cabinet school visits. Ministers of government, including Senior Minister and Foreign Affairs Minister, the Right Honorable Dr. Denzel Douglas, are visiting schools across the country to discuss the importance of education in building a modern society. At Sadler's Primary School, Dr. Douglas emphasized the vital role of education in national development, telling students, quote, "We believe that education is critically important to advance our people so that 10, 15, or 20 years from now, you will be proud to represent us in our older years as you become the ministers of government and we become retired citizens," end quote. Dr. Douglas also highlighted ongoing efforts to transform the education landscape in the Federation with new initiatives aimed at enhancing local students' competitiveness on a global scale. These initiatives include the introduction of smart learning tools, updates to primary and secondary school curricula, new courses at the CFBC, increased scholarships for higher education and technical training, and expanded partnership with regional and global universities. Education is critical to the survival of our independent country, and you, our citizens, must understand that you have a role to play, Dr. Douglas added. Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, visiting students at Keon Primary School, praised educators for their dedication and urged students to dream big and work hard to achieve their goals, thereby contributing to the nation's ongoing success. The Cabinet Schools visit, which began on September 5th, 2024, will conclude on September 17th, 2024. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, and members of the Nevis Island Administration Cabinet met with representatives from Dalhousie University on September 9th to discuss potential educational opportunities for Nevisian students. The meeting, held in the NIA Cabinet Room, included Dalhousie University Chancellor Dr. Runsum Southwell, Vice President of Research and Innovation Dr. Alice Aken, and His Excellency Samuel Berridge, High Commissioner of St. Kitts and Nevis to Canada. Premier Brantley welcomed the delegation, stating, quote, "Dalhousie University is very well known for its exceptional reputation, and we look forward to exploring potential partnerships that could benefit our students," end quote. Chancellor Southwell, whose mother was from Nevis, noted the personal significance of his visit and highlighted the wide range of academic disciplines at Dalhousie, appealing to young people in Nevis. Dr. Atkin discussed Dalhousie's comprehensive academic programs in medicine, law, agriculture, engineering, and computer science, as well as research strength in small-scale farming and ocean sciences. She also highlighted scholarship opportunities for international students. The meeting included Honorable Spencer Brand, Honorable Janelle Nisbet, NIA Legal Counsel Mrs. Helene Lewis, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education Ms. Zanel Claxton, and Principal Education Officer Ms. Launder Brown. The visit marks a step toward potential collaboration between Nevis and Dalhousie University in higher education and research. St. Lucia Kings secured a confident 5-wicket victory with 21 balls to spare against the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, reviving their 2024 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League campaign and handing the Patriots their 6th consecutive defeat. After starting their season with a win, the Patriots have struggled, and their latest loss at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground, Gross Illet, leaves them relying on other results to keep their hopes of progression alive. Winning the toss, Kings captain Faf du Plessis opted to bowl first, anticipating the ball would skid on and be easier to hit in the second innings. However, the Patriots found it difficult to clear the ropes, only managing to gain the momentum when Riley Russo struck 5 sixes. Captain Andre Fletcher top scored with 62 off 50 balls, anchoring the Patriots to a total of 173 for 5. In response, du Plessis led from the front in the power play, hitting 5 fours and 5 sixes to give the Kings a strong start. Fellow opener Johnson Charles delivered a match-winning performance with a quick-fire 74 off 42 balls before falling to Hasaranga when the target was within single digit. It was a very good inning. I would have loved to finish off for the team. Opening with Faf has been good. We feed off each other's energy, Charles said, who was named player of the match. He also praised the enthusiastic support from the Kings fans, adding, "It feels lovely with the crowd supporting us, even when we lost too. A huge thank you to our supporters." End quote. For the Patriots, it was another disappointing night. Captain Andre Fletcher expressed regret over his strike rate, saying, "We started well in the power play, but we slowed down in the middle. Our strike rate could have been better, especially mine. But Riley played a good knock. We have 3 more games left, but we don't have a choice but to go out there and play cricket. We have to find a way to win. We have been on the losing side for 6 games, and we have to try our best." End quote. With 3 games remaining, the Patriots must win and hope for favorable results elsewhere to keep their playoff hopes alive. In regional news, Rain Pollan, director of the FAO's Office of Emergencies and Resilience, and Oderium Sanchez, FAO's sub-regional coordinator for Mesoamerica, visited Haiti this week to support incoming FAO representative Pierre Bantier. Their visit aimed to strengthen international cooperation and raise awareness of Haiti's worsening humanitarian crisis. The FAO official met with key government figures, including Prime Minister Gary Conille, Agriculture Minister Vernette Joseph, and Environment Minister Moise Fils Jean-Pierre. They also engaged with representatives from USAID, the World Bank, the European Union, the Spanish Agency for International Development Cooperation, and other UN agencies. Since February 2024, escalating violence and displacement has drastically reduced agricultural production and disrupted markets, leaving half of Haiti's population facing acute hunger. Nearly 5 million people are experiencing high levels of food insecurity, with approximately 125,000 children suffering from severe malnutrition. The FAO is urgently calling for $48 million to provide emergency agriculture assistance to 608,000 people. Paulson emphasized the need for additional funding to save lives, prevent hunger, and help vulnerable populations restore their livelihoods. The FAO has highlighted the importance of local food production and access to seeds to prevent a deeper food crisis. Their analysis suggests that agriculture activities can offer a buffer against violence, enabling families to grow their own food. The FAO plans to support displaced families with cash transfers, agricultural input packages, and training to meet immediate needs while producing food for consumption and income. They are also prepared to provide nutritional assistance for over 276,000 at-risk children, but efforts may be compromised without increased funding. Meanwhile, the Caribbean Tourism Organization, or CTO, has named Trinidad and Tobago national Narendra Ramgalam as its new sustainable tourism consultant, bringing his extensive experience and expertise to the role. According to a statement from the CTO, Ramgoolam's deep knowledge of sustainable tourism practices and dedication to the region will be key in advancing initiatives that encourage responsible and environmentally friendly tourism. Rangulam previously served as the Director of Tourism Product Development and Destination Management at the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited, where he helped secure prestigious sustainability awards and enhance the island's safety reputation during the COVID-19 pandemic. He has also been a postgraduate coordinator and lecturer at the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus. He succeeded Amanda Charles, who led the CTO's sustainability efforts for 8 years. Rangulam has authored 13 publications in peer-reviewed journals and book chapters and is an active participant in tourism conferences where he shares his expertise on sustainable tourism, tourism anthropology, product development, and economic diversification. In international news, China will gradually raise its retirement age for the first time since the 1950s as the country confronts an aging population and a dwindling pension budget. The top legislative body on Friday approved proposals to raise the statutory retirement age from 50 to 55 for women in blue-collar jobs and from 55 to 58 for females with white-collar jobs. Men see an increase from 60 to 63. China's current retirement age has among the lowest in the world. According to the plan passed on Friday, the change will set in from January 1st, 2025, with the respective retirement ages raised every few months over the next 15 years, said Chinese state media. Retiring before the statutory age will not be allowed, state agency reported, although people can delay their retirement by no more than 3 years. Starting 2030, employees will have to make more contributions to the Social Security system in order to receive pensions. By 2039, they would have to clock 20 years of contribution to access their pension. But the announcement has drawn some skepticism and discontent in the Chinese internet. Quote, in the next 10 years, there will be another bill that will delay retirement until we are 80, end quote, one user wrote on the Chinese social media site Weibo. Over the next decade, over 300 million people who are currently aged 50 to 60 are set to leave the Chinese workforce. This is the country's largest age group since. Still on the international scene, Donald Trump has ruled out another presidential debate against his rival Kamala Harris before November's election. He said on Thursday, 2 days after the Paris' first showdown in Philadelphia, that Harris only wanted a rematch because he clearly won. Several instant polls taken after Tuesday's contest indicated voters felt Harris had performed better than her Republican opponent. Trump added that Harris should instead focus on her job as vice president. Polls suggest that two candidates are in an extremely tight race with just 2 months to go before the elections. Both claimed victory after Tuesday's 90-minute debate on ABC News in which Harris rattled Trump with a string of personal attacks that put him on the defense. These included comments about the size of his rally crowds and his conduct during the January 6, 2021 riot at the U.S. Capitol. His decision on Thursday also appeared to contradict earlier messaging from his own campaign. On Wednesday morning, Jason Miller, a senior advisor to former president, told CNN that Trump, quote, has already said that he is going to do 3 debates, end quote. Both campaigns had reportedly been in discussion over a debate on NBC News on September 25th. The network has not commented on Trump's latest statement. And now for the weather. Present weather is cloudy. Winds are east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour and possibly gusting up to 30 miles per hour. The temperature for today is 26 degrees Celsius or 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are 1.1 or 1.8 meters or 4 to 6 feet. A small craft advisory is in effect. The weather forecast predicts partly sunny skies with brief cloudy skies with a 60% or moderate chance of showers and a 40% or moderate chance of thunderstorms. Tonight will be partly cloudy to cloudy with a 70% or high chance of showers, some of which could be moderate to locally heavy at times, accompanied by isolated thunderstorms. Sunset today will be at 6:16 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:59 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Scotty Sia Hendrickson.